Pokimane is a 27-year-old internet creator who gained her fame through YouTube and streaming on Twitch. She has been put on a pedestal and many regarded her as the Twitch queen. Her sweet nature has won people over in the past in an industry that is dominated by men. But it is becoming clear that she has forgotten where she came from after the huge mistake that she just made. To understand the predicament that Pokimane has put herself in, we have to rewind to how she got to where she is today. Pokimane started streaming in 2013 during her senior year of high school. At first, streaming was just a hobby, but she started to gain loyal fans. She was great at interacting with her audience, and she also was physically attractive, which would also put more things in her favor. She was always school focused and never really intended to become a full-time streamer. She went on to college at McMaster University in Ontario, Canada, where she studied chemical engineering. As a streamer, you can start to make a decent living with subscriptions, and especially when it came to Pokimane streams, the donations are pretty hefty. There are grown men across the internet spending all of the money to their name just to appease Pokimane, so maybe, just maybe, she will remember their screen name on Twitch. And that is if you continue to donate, along with all of the other fanboys on the internet. Streamers have almost all control of the stream and can ban anyone pushing a narrative that isn't in the streamer's best interest. It could be fair in some cases to want to control your chat. That is what moderators are for, which is a huge part of the Twitch community. But trying to get sympathy from viewers has been a go-to strategy to keep the donations up. Whether people want to admit it or not, it's basic human psychology. By the way, with the way some of these donations come in, you would think Pokimane is offering a full 5-course meal, couples massage, a lobster dinner, and more afterwards for the top gift donors. But of course that is not the case at all. Yes, Pokimane puts herself at risk to obsessive fans who would go to extreme lengths just to get her attention. But for that risk, she is compensated heavily financially. In reality, all of the fanboy donations are just funding her lifestyle, so much so that she decided to drop out of college for a year and focus solely on streaming and take it a lot more seriously. On stream, Pokimane seems sweet and innocent, but those that have worked closely with her have said that she is a ruthless businesswoman. Her first year solely focusing on streaming was a success, and she found herself as one of the highest earners on Twitch, where during her best year she allegedly made between $1 and $2 million from streaming. During her time streaming, Pokimane has had several controversies which can be found by a quick Google search, but that is not the point of this video. The point is to highlight the biggest mistake and controversy surrounding Pokimane to date. She recently announced the release of her own cookie brand called Mina, and when she announced the news, the first thing that the internet started talking about was the fact that she is charging $28 for a 4-pack of cookies with 7 in each bag. Or you can order an 8 or 12 pack of cookies and get no additional discount for the more you order. Seems like she is really sucking up every bit of these profit margins. The second thing that people started to point out was the fact that their Midnight Mini cookies are pretty darn similar to a brand called Tootsie's, which were previously sold at Costco. The ingredients are nearly identical as Tootsie's, other than some added vitamins in their cookies. And no, not the fun kind of vitamins, although you would think at $28 for a 4-pack that they would either get you feeling good or give you some type of superpower.
The fact that we can make a delicious, healthy snack and it has functional benefits like vitamin D,
The problem with what Pokimane just did was much greater than slipping up on stream. She broke her character on stream when a viewer got her to make a comment that she just never should have made.
When people are like, oh my god, $28 for cookies? It's 4 bags. That's $7 a bag. I know math is hard when you're an idiot, but like if you're a broke boy, just say so.
Calling your viewer a broke boy when her audience is what even got her to the position that she is in the first place just leaves a sour taste in my mouth. Especially when we know firsthand how hard it is to grow an audience on the internet, no matter what platform that it is. Penguinz0 highlighted that she is being contradictory to her past social media comments.
This is kind of a lot for the cookies, and for her to go on stream and boil it down to people being idiots who can't do math or a broke boy is just, it's so mean and just bad. Like, not only just from like a personality perspective to say some shit like that and shame people that support you, but it's also just bad from a business perspective because this is all sold off of your reputation and people wanting to support you, and now you've done a huge disservice to that here. It just doesn't make a lot of sense, and it's something that 3 years ago she criticized another streamer for. Like, it seems like she recognizes that insulting your audience for their financial situation is a horrible thing to do. Because 3 years ago, she made these tweets in response to someone who was like shaming their audience over like not donating $5 or subbing for $5. I saw people passing around these tweet links, and like, she clearly was able to recognize then, like, hey, a lot of people that watch you might not be in the best financial situation, but that doesn't mean you need to be, you know, nasty to them about it or make them feel bad about it or try and shame them or insult them. But then 3 years later, she just did.
She went on to respond to the messages about the branding being a copycat of Tootsie's cookies, saying that Mina Snacks Midnight Mini Cookies formulation is unique and exclusive to the brand, and the product has been in formation over the past 2 years. I have never tried either of the cookies, so I can't say how similar they are, but from the looks of things, they are pretty similar. But we live in a copycat world, and things like this happen all the time. XQC tried the cookies himself, and this is what he had to say.
I'm gonna be super thorough, okay? Chat, you're not gonna have me, okay, lie on stream and be deliberately like against the product for no reason, okay? Again, I have to be honest, this looks a little bit like a burnt marshmallow, like burnt carbon, okay? It's like a burnt nugget. It's also a little bit, what you would call dusty. I will give it a go. Ready? It has pros, it has cons, okay? Listen, I think they're a little bit, maybe 30% airy, right? A little bit airy. So cookies are light. So whenever you bite into it, it's not a consistent like all the way bite. They're pretty airy. The initial bite tastes like not a lot.
I think it is a much bigger deal with the way that she treated her viewers after they had a legitimate reason to question the price. All she had to do was give an explanation on why the price is what it is. Her response did not explain to us why these small cookies each cost $1. Here's what Penguinz0 has to say about the price of the cookies.
$28, no matter how you spin this, is a lot for some fucking cookies. And I think the way she keeps trying to break it down and rationalize it is pretty disingenuous. It's $7 a bag, and that's still expensive, but then you also have to factor in that the bags aren't even big to begin with. It's 4 ounces per bag. 4 ounces of cookies for $7 is still a lot, especially when you compare it to the product that they're basing it off of and supposedly approved upon, the Tootsie Midnight Cookies. Those were $10 a bag for 14 ounces. So even though the Tootsie Midnight Cookies were $3 more per bag, they offered you 10 ounces more of product.
Pokimane, if you're watching this, feel free to send us some cookies to taste, but we're not going to pay $28 for them. If you want something for free instead, smash that like button and subscribe for more content, and we'll see you in the next video.